This video has the middle section of the Polestar Pilates program design and sequencing categories. So in the middle of your workout or the middle of designing a class, we have the categories of upper extremity weight bearing, spine extension, seated and side lying. And we can do these movements in any order that fits with the workout or fits with your class. And it's good to make the exercises flow one into the other. You can change from an upper extremity weight bearing category to prone extension or spine extension to side lying to seated. And it makes the class more interesting. So here I'm doing the dart exercise. And again, I've only done around about 4 repetitions of each movement just for the sake of keeping the video relatively short. So I'm going into the Swan. So inhale to come on up. And exhale to lower on down. Go into Swan 2, so we rock and roll down and up, pushing the floor away through the heels of the hands. Sit back for a moment, stretch out your back, and then go into a preparation for single leg kick. So I like to start this on my elbows in a plank position, lower down to the top of the thighs. Think of drawing the body forward through your elbows. And then we do 2 kicks on each side. Kick, kick, stretch the leg, hover the knee for just a moment. And think of drawing your belly button away from the floor. From here, we can turn into the Sidekick series. So here I'm keeping my hand, my supporting arm on the floor, and I've got my elbow aligned with my hip, just to help give me a sense of alignment. We're aiming to keep the hips as still as stable, the torso stable, and then lengthening the legs. So depending on your flexibility and range of movement, the legs can go a little bit in front of the body. See what feels best. Keep balancing on the side hip. And then take the leg behind. Come on up into a seated position, ready to go into the Mermaid. So remember, if it's uncomfortable for you to sit in a Z sit and keep both sitting bones pretty close to the floor, feel free to sit on a block or roll up the mat or even have diamond-shaped legs. So after we've done the side bend, we add some rotation. So we exhale, squeeze all the air out of your lungs, and then reach up and over to side bend on the other side. Now we come on up into kneeling side kick. So kneeling side kick could go into a couple of different categories. It could be still in the category of side lying, or it could be in the category of upper extremity weight bearing. So as you're doing this movement, again, trying to keep the hips stacked one on top of the other, keeping the hips still and stable, keeping the torso still and stable. From here, I'm going into a prep for the double leg kick. So because this is an intermediate to advanced workout, I'm putting double leg kick into the category of spine extension. So I'm doing the kneeling prep so that when we go down onto the ground, we know what to do. So step out into the plank, hold the plank position for a moment and then lower down into the push-up. Clasp your hands behind your back and look to one side, 3 kicks, and then reach away. 3 kicks, stretch your arms towards your heels, and aim your chest forward. And then circle the arms around, go into swimming. Again, this is an intermediate to advanced exercise, so I've added in swimming here in the spine extension category. Press back into a cat stretch for a moment, then go out onto your other side hip, ready for the side kick series. So we inhale to kick forward, exhale to lengthen the leg back. Great exercise to work into your hamstrings as you kick forward and your hip flexors as you lengthen back. Leg circles, getting nice mobility at the hip joint. And then go into the développés. So you can see that my knee is quite in front of my body so that I'm not shortening at the side waist, or trying not to shorten at the side waist at least. And then take the leg behind. Come on up into the mermaid position again. So exhale to go over into the big side bend. Great exercise to mobilize the upper body and open up through the rib cage. And this can help to take compression from the lower back. So we exhale to twist around. Inhale to reach to the side bend. Exhale and twist. And then reach up and over. Come on up into the kneeling side kick. So tap up and down, and then finish with the leg as parallel to the floor as you can get it. Inhale to kick forward, exhale to lengthen back. So this is a progression of the Sidekick series. It's a little bit more harder because we've reduced the base of support by balancing on one arm and one knee. Turn onto the front, go into your plank position. And now balance on the side of your foot or the blade of your foot. We go into the side bend. So side bend is in the category of upper extremity weight bearing. I think it can also go into the category of side lying because you're on your side. And then from here, lower down into a long sit position, ready for the spine stretch. I was just having a look then to see if I'd managed to round my spine. So we exhale as we curl up and over. So you think of lengthening from the tailbone to the crown of the head, and then round the spine as you come up and over. Scoop your tummy muscles in so you can feel some abdominal tone. Separate the legs a little bit more, ready to go into spine twist. So spine stretch, spine twist, and the mermaid could all be in the category of seated. And because this is an intermediate to advanced workout, now I'm going into the saw. So I've used those exercises to help me prep for the saw, but now I'm adding in a little bit more of an arm prep. So one hand onto the shoulder, one hand around the rib cage. So direct your eye gaze to the underneath of your back hand. Try to make a really long diagonal line from fingertip to fingertip. And then come on up into seated.